Welcome to another edition of Brownie Bites here on YouTube. I'm Darrell Ryder coming to you from Cross Country Mortgage Campus in Berea. Let's start with the health of the Browns entering week number 2 as they prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens on the road. The entire active 53-man roster on the practice field Wednesday with the exception of one, rookie running back Quinshon Judkins, who spent the day in New York meeting with league officials related to their investigation into that incident in Florida over the summer that ultimately saw officials decline to charge him following an arrest. Here's head coach Kevin Stefanski on Judkins.
Yeah, I'm going to take it day by day, Daniel. He's not here today, not practicing today, so I'll really take that day by day. You want to be very smart about where they are because it's all different. It could be guys coming off an injury, a guy that you sign late during the year. You just have to be smart about where they are, and that's where this week we'll take it day by day and see where he is before we make that determination. He's not here today. Not going to get into specifics, but expect him here tomorrow. Need to see him tomorrow and the next day and see where it is. So I have, as coaches, we are just going to take it day by day. Obviously, we've been able to work with him physically over the last few days. He looks good. Yeah, not in contact with him. Obviously, he was here in the spring, so has a baseline and understanding those type of things. And then we'll work hard and have been working hard since he's been back and getting him ready.
Now to the kicking situation. Andre Schmidt, who missed a PAT and 36-yard field goal that contributed to the Browns' 17-16 Week 1 loss to the Bengals on Sunday. He remains the kicker. No competition is incoming this week, according to the head coach.
He will. Yeah, young player will only get better. Obviously, he wants to come through in those moments. We expect him to come through in those moments, but just like any player on our roster, will continue to get better. Yes, and I'll say it again. We expect Andre to do his job just like our team expects me to do my job, how I expect every player to do their job. We're not going to be perfect. We'll own that together, but we have a ton of confidence because of what we've seen from this young man.
The storyline of this week, of course, is the return of Joe Flacco to Baltimore as he makes his first trip to Charm City since departing the Ravens.
I got to play him a couple years ago, but going back to Baltimore is definitely a little bit different story. It is somewhat surprising, honestly, that because I've been gone for a decent amount of time now. So, the fact that I haven't had a chance to go back is a little surprising. I think so. We all know kind of the story there. And yeah, I have nothing but love for the people in that facility and the people in that city. I mean, for sure. It's one of those things in the NFL, there's a business side of it and, things happen. I'm fortunate to be where I am today and be in this position, but I have nothing for love for that city and for that organization. I mean, I was a small school guy that they took a little bit of a chance on early on in the draft, and I have so many good memories with those people and that city and that stadium. So a very special place. Listen, it's been a while now, so you kind of just I think I'm very capable of just seeing it as another division game. But it will be cool to go back in that stadium. I haven't had a chance to do it since I've played there. I really love playing there. It's an awesome place to play. It's an awesome venue. It's an awesome atmosphere. They do a great job. So I love playing there. So I think in that respect, it will be pretty cool to go back for sure. Who knows? I mean, listen, I love the fans there, and I think I think they have good memories of me playing football there. So I don't think anybody's going to be crazy bad, but at the same time, they're rooting for their Ravens. So that's what you can expect for sure. I mean, listen, even if I'm not, you're not going to know. So, I've been criticized my whole career for not being able to show any emotion. So I think that's the last thing you have to worry about with me. So I don't know if it's like a special thing in my mind or I'm just excited to play in a cool atmosphere. Anytime I love playing in stadiums that, have fans that are into the game and make it feel that much more interesting. This is one of those places. It always has been one of those places. That is also one of those places. It's an awesome place to play just because of the energy that fan base brings into that stadium every Sunday. So I'm just excited to kind of play in that atmosphere, just as you would be as a young kid. You know, if somebody told you you're going to play in front of 100,000 at Notre Dame or Penn State or something like that, I think that's the cool part of it for me. And obviously I've never done it as an away player, but I can remember being in that stadium and they get loud. And I've seen some things. So it's going to be a lot of fun and definitely a challenge.
Making the situation even more awkward is the fact that the Ravens are going to be celebrating 30 years since stealing the original Browns from Cleveland, and of course all the success that they have had in Baltimore, including Flacco, leading them to their second Super Bowl title and winning the Super Bowl 47 MVP.
It's funny because that isn't the first thing that I think about, not being from here. But I can understand how that looks. Listen, they do these things, and I think you can take it however you want. If you're from Cleveland, you can take it one way, and if you're from Baltimore, you can, say it's not a big deal. It's just one of those things. Honestly, for me, it kind of makes it more exciting. We get to go in there when they're throwing, when they're having some people back, and just more ex-players, more eyes on you. It'll make it more interesting. I guess it's kind of, maybe strange from the outside in, but like I said, it's probably just not too often that you get these opportunities and there's a guy that's still playing, because usually they take a little time in between things, and it's crazy that they've been around. The Baltimore Ravens have been around for 30 years now. It's kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, I think, like I said earlier, that'll kind of make it a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun. There'll be ex-players there with some eyes on the game, and it should make it fun. No, you don't need any more excitement. And I honestly don't think that you're, as players, and if you're watching the game on TV, I don't really think you're going to feel that side of it. That's just something that's going to be there for the people that are in attendance, and at halftime. I mean, and I'll probably head out 10 minutes earlier to say hello to a couple guys. Got a lot of people coming to the game because it's an easy little drive down from Jersey, and a lot of people that have a lot of memories watching me play in that stadium. So I think it's kind of cool for them. For me, it's another game. I got to prepare to play another football game, but I think when you look at the outside of it, there's going to be some people that kind of get to have some fun with this.
As is the case when playing the Ravens, keeping Lamar Jackson in check and slowing that explosive Ravens offense, who had 8 plays go for 20 or more yards in their last-second loss to the Bills Sunday night. A very tall task for this Cleveland defense. Here's Stefanski and cornerback Denzel Ward.
I mean, he's a great passer. There's nothing he does everything well. Throws it well, can make plays on design runs, can make plays off schedule. So there's no weaknesses in his game, and that's obvious. I mean, he's an MVP player, so there's a bunch of different ways to play the position. There's a bunch of different ways to win a game. He's capable of doing all of it. Like you mentioned, I mean, staying in the pocket, going through your reads, totally capable, and has done that. As you can imagine, you can't replicate Lamar Jackson in practice. He's a great, great player. He's physically gifted. Like we talked about before, he can beat you with his arm, with his legs, and beat you from the pocket, outside the pocket. So we understand the challenge. Doesn't make it easy. You practice hard against, a look that you're trying to show what he can do, but it's impossible to replicate that. So we have a ton of respect for him, and we just have to make sure that we do all those things as a football team, as a defense, to play well.
Yeah, I think it's a lot different. I think Burrow, he's kind of getting that ball out pretty quick, and Lamar, he has the ability to run around and kind of hold on to the ball, and the play might last a little longer than a regular play would last. So just being tight in coverage and not letting them get those just extra chances out there, really. It's definitely tough. That's the thing, having to cover longer and, just a scramble drill. They just running around out there, and you just want to stay tight in there and not let them get no easy throws, and, just want to make sure it's contested and get the ball out. Really just doing our job. I mean, it sounds simple, but just that's where the work is going to come in, just doing our job out there, and that's going to help eliminate those big plays and take that away. Yeah, Coach Schwartz, he's been doing a great job, and our coach is doing a great job of telling the guys that, and telling us that we got to keep playing. This is a guy that's able to extend plays, and, you just got to keep rushing and keep playing, keep covering, and, till they blow that whistle, till the play is completely over. So definitely got to, like I said, stay tight in coverage and go from there. I mean, I think he's gotten better each year. You know, he could throw from the pocket, throw from outside of the pocket, make every throw on the field, run around. I mean, he could do it all for those guys, and like I say, he's a great player.
That'll do it for this edition of Brownie Bites as the Browns head back to work once again on Thursday. I want to thank you as always for watching here on YouTube. And of course, remember to subscribe to the 92.3 The Fan channel. With the Browns in Berea, I'm Daryl Ryder for Sports Radio 92.3 The Fan.